What's up, Turds? It's Sean Curry with Team Duasin here, bringing to you another video. This time around, it's going to be a deck profile video on the new deck that is supposedly one of the best decks of the format, and that's going to be Royal Knights. I have Mr. Luis Galindo here with us. He got first place at our locals playing the deck, and he was so gracious enough to show us off his near max rarity Royal Knights.
I'm working on it, man.
All right, Luis, you want to go ahead and get us started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start with the most obvious. The four King Drazel eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need four. So, but onto the main deck. For Omni X anybody. Oh, I'll do this way
Mm-hmm.
so they can see it. Yeah, for Omni X. The newest addition to the deck. Yeah, it's raid piercing blocker
Mm-hmm.
on play bottom deck something. If Omni or X anybody is underneath, you
Mm-hmm.
can choose two Digimon and then delete all the rest. And then bottom deck, you get the on play. The on play is you bottom deck basically, but at the end of turn, you give something rush and it can swing without suspending. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a really good addition to the deck. Makes it
Brogan.
much more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Omnimon is no longer your only win con. This is basically a win con in itself. But
Yep.
on to the next thing. Three regular Omnimons,
Mm-hmm.
still, a good win con, but I've learned I could very much win with Omni X by
Mm-hmm.
itself. But being able to play out all your Royal Knights is obviously still good. I was actually thinking of dropping it to two, but three works just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Three Oryukins. Oryukin is insane. Um, minus 15 to the end of your opponent's turn, which can clear Magna X most of the time and any unaffected body. Uh, so yeah,
Oh yeah, because it's till the end of the opponent. Yeah, that's pretty
yeah.
big.
So the start of their turn, the body will die,
Damn, that's pretty
and if
good.
there's an ace underneath, then
Mm-hmm.
you basically skip their turn.
Yep.
But and then I think it's all turns when a security tech. I think it's when your opponent's no when a security stack is removed from you gain three memory. Um, so yeah, this is very nice with Omni X
Mm-hmm.
because you can swing with, or you can
Mm-hmm.
check a security, gain three memory back, and keep your turn or whatever.
Yeah.
Some pretty interesting plays you can do with that. But uh, then three Jessamon from BT 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
This card is actually one of my favorite cards. Being able to play out a Athopor and Rene token, which
Mm-hmm.
has reboot blocker and decoy.
Decoy. Yeah.
6,000 DP, no play cost, and no level, which is
Yeah. Broken.
actually really important
Yep.
because purple and blue can't touch it basically at sometimes. So playing out a token and then whenever you do play another Digimon, you can delete a Digimon with 8,000 or less. And that basically hits all level fives that are DP boosted,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of insane for a rare. So I love this card. If I could put it to four, I would, but space
Mm-hmm.
is really tight.
Yeah, makes sense.
Three Gankus. If you can see them. Yeah, three Gankus. Um, this card is insane now because it can play any Royal Knight other than Omni or Ganku, which is himself.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't. It's not limited to just X anybody, so you can play out Omni X from underneath. So you can play this out for 13 or for 13, but three or less or whatever, how many you have underneath, and then play this out for free. Get the on play, bottom deck something, and then still swing, and you have two blockers, two pretty big blockers at the end of your turn. So this card is now very insane with Omni X
Mm-hmm.
and um, or you can is also another one because you get two bodies, you get a blocker and or you can and minus 15k to a Digimon. So yeah, Ganku is insane. Three Magna, still one of the best starters for
Wow,
the
only
deck.
three.
Yeah, I'm only playing three. I was playing four, but I kept seeing it in my hand. So I think three is the sweet spot because
Wow.
you have more opening plays too, so you have Last Guardian and stuff like that.
Oh, that
So
makes
three
sense.
Magna,
Yeah, that
yeah,
makes
three
sense.
Magnets. If you go first, you play for two and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a blocker, 7 cost. You can play it off Lord Nightmon. It's such a good card.
Mhm.
Um, these are not Royal Knights, but 2 editions is Crimson Mode and 2 Medieval. The Crimson Mode is now a get like you must play this in this deck because of
Yep.
how good it is with Omni X. Gallantmon Crimson Mode is basically on play, delete up to 15k DP, and then when attacking, both players trash added up for every 10 trash security. So essentially you can play it. You can play this out, and if you have turn, if you still keep turn, you can purge it out or whatever, and then play this out. Give it rush, swing without suspending, and hopefully trash 2 and swing for game. That's usually how it goes. That's usually what I do.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, you just if they're at 2 or 1 security, that's basically lethal with this under and purge out and crimson in your hand.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so broken that you can just do that. Goodbye,
I
purple
know
hybrid.
it's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the synergy with Omni X is close to none, so it's definitely a good addition because it just lets you not rely on Omni.
Mhm.
Medieval Gallant is obviously a good addition as well. I think it's needed for this deck, but you can play without it. But basically, we all know what it does, but it allows you to keep aggression too, because of Alliance, Vortex.
Mhm.
You constantly pop bodies on your turn and their turn, as they're playing stuff out, because it always procs whenever you play a Royal Knight for reduced cost. So it's great. And then it's really good against what is it? The Aegis that stops on play effects
Mhm.
because you can suspend 2 bodies and then swing over it with Alliance.
Yep. Yeah.
And get rid of
True.
it pretty
Yeah,
easily.
that was
So
super annoying. Yeah.
yeah, it's an amazing card. And then now for the level, I'll do the level 4s now. 1 Sistermon Blanc and 3 of the old Omechas. Sistermon Blanc is a draw 2, trash 1 draw 2, which is pretty good because you can set up trash for the next card that I'll be talking about. And Ganku can play out Sistermon Blanc from the trash, so that's pretty great. And then the old Omeka stays in for 3 because you get on play draw 1. When it's deleted, put something underneath King Iggy, and then yeah, it comes off Cool Boy when one of your Digimons is removed, so not much given for that. And then the newest edition, which is basically what we call like a mirror force at some point, like a trap card.
Mhm.
Um, it's a blocker, 5 cost blocker, and it is on play if you have 1 or fewer security. You can digivolve. You can basically warp into Omni X, and then when you do warp into Omni X, you get both effects. So you choose Digimon, delete all the rest, and then bottom deck something. Um,
Yeah, so strong.
and yeah, and basically this has a inheritable under breeding, which says if a security is removed from your security stack, suspend Iggy, bring it out from Iggy, and then you get the on play if you have 1 or less security.
Yep.
It's still good if you don't, because you basically play out a free blocker that
Mhm.
will recur itself into Iggy. But yeah, this is a great addition. It's actually kind of annoying for some decks because you can't. Yeah, it's weird because some decks can't get over the last security and having to deal with an Omni X coming out.
Yeah.
So
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
it's pretty awkward for some decks to deal with. Um, One of the other Royal Knights is Lord Nightmon. I kind of want to play this at 3. It This card just adds so much with the low 4s.
Mhm.
Because if they're deleted and enter in trash, you can play it out basically for free at times, and you have 2 bodies, a redirect, and these will always recur something.
Oh,
So
true. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I wish I could play it at 3, but space is so tight. Um, One that I'm trying out is Leopard. Leopard is great because it doesn't have an on play, so you don't have to rely on it when there's Aegis out or something like that.
Mhm.
And it combos well with Medieval because you can reduce the play costs even further. So you're basically playing Medieval out for free
Yep. True.
and making everything a blocker on top of that.
Yeah,
So
that's broken.
Yeah, it's pretty broken. I got it off maybe once or twice,
Mm,
so it's kind of crazy. And then you can also obviously the main combo before this set was bring out Leopardmon, bring out Omnimon
Omni, yeah.
for basically free, and then
I've seen a
go
bunch of
from
lists
there.
not running leopard anymore, and I feel like so interesting because I always felt like leopard in the old Royal Knights was such a like vital part of the play style. So
Yeah, it was. I think it just got so aggressive where you don't really need it anymore because
that makes sense. Yeah,
you
you have
have Omni
everything
X
else.
and
Yeah,
Crimson, you have Oryukin, you have Jesmon.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
kind
That's
of
true.
it's been going towards like more red and black base because the red and black base is just
Yeah,
much better in my opinion. But
yeah, that's true.
I kept it in just to try it out, and it worked pretty well. One Gallant,
Hmm.
uh, yeah, pretty good card when attacking. Delete 6k, if not delete 13k or more.
Hmm.
Pretty basic. It comes up delete floodgates with purge, so good card. Four of the newest edition as well. Last Guardian. It's a searcher. You search top three, add a cool boy and one X antibody in trait or Royal Knight. Um, and then delay if one of your omnis were to leave the field. No, that's basically it. No.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, this card's insane. Searching is what the deck needed, and being able to do this for basically one
Yeah,
after turn four is crazy, and
yeah.
the delay is equally insane because
Very
you can
annoying.
prevent Omni X, which is the best card in this deck, from leaving the battle area
Yeah, and
at
then at
all.
that point, that Omni can start swinging and the end of
Yeah,
attack. So it's like it's
yeah.
pretty
So
annoying.
yeah, some of the things that I tend to do was use this to keep it on the board after uh, their turn,
Yep.
so it wouldn't get slurped up by Iggy. So that's two swings. That's basically threatening two swings on top of all the other swings that I made beforehand.
Yeah, for sure.
For Purge, this card's too good.
Yep.
You kind of, yeah. I was thinking about dropping it as a three, but it's just way too good. Uh, yeah, nothing much to say about Purge.
Hmm.
One Crimson Blaze. Yeah, Crimson Blaze. I added it for the unplayable red purple Imperial matchup. It came up during the Tau Loop matchup, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also put it in for the mirror just in case. But yeah, I was trying it out. I might take it out. I don't think it serves much, but it comes in handy.
You could do some work
Uh,
against like Jesmon as well, to be
yeah,
honest. Yeah,
Jesmon,
I could see
you can
it.
use it against Jesmon, Tau Loop, and the what
Plus
is
to
it? The
just like
mirror.
kill a body if you needed something to kill up
Yeah.
like a floodgate.
So it's useful. It's
Hmm.
just it didn't come up as much. For Cool Boy, um, this card is another new addition.
Hmm.
Your turn whenever you play a Royal Knight or they Digivolve, you gain a memory and draw a card,
Yeah, very good.
which just ramps up your hand size and
Yeah.
ramps up your ability to put them underneath. And then opponent's turn when your Royal Knight will leave the battle area, being if that's being balanced, DP minus or deleted. You can play an Omeka from your hand for free, so you can play out one of these boys, and that too is very oppressive in my opinion because you get a blocker or you get a draw one and a another source basically if they delete the Omeka,
Right. Yeah.
and if they don't delete the Omeka, that's a free swing.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it it gets you closer to lethal. And then two Marcus Damon for obvious reasons. What was it? Memory setter and minus 3k to a hopefully a floodgate rookie, which is the reduced play cost ones, which are the scariest.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that's basically what this is for, and the source for Crimson Blaze. I don't have to rely on a body.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes
yeah,
sense. I feel like what's crazy is I feel like floodgate rookies aren't even like that big of a deal for decks like this and like 7 GDL anymore because
yeah,
you have the broken options that just like bring out your rookies anyway. So you would need like the reduce play cost rookie and can't play by effects rookie, which is
yeah.
like
Like
so
per
annoying.
if I see Purge and like any of my. If I see Purge and Omni X, I'm good basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Because what you
yeah,
basically
I
just do
think
purge, tuck Omni X, and then the following turn you play Omni X and play it
yeah, you
out.
play Omni X, delete it, or I mean, swing over it,
Yeah,
raid into it, or whatever,
yeah, that's crack.
or you or Gallant, yeah. So, but I think it's more like for purple because purple can just keep
For sure.
recurring.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
so
I feel like you always need like an extra little boost just in case you don't see what you need. But
yeah.
nice,
So
man.
this is
How were your matchups? What'd you play? I know it was only like what, 3 rounds?
four. Yeah, it was
Oh,
four rounds
oh, 4 rounds.
actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
So,
right. What'd you play against?
first round was Magna. He broke both games.
Mm-hmm.
Second game was Jesmon. That one was kind of the hardest matchup because they can make themselves invul,
Invulnerable. Yeah.
and they're always threatening the ace. I think first game decked him out, and then second game he didn't
Wow,
have the
decked him
ace.
out. That's
Yeah, he decked
crazy.
out. So, and then second game he didn't have the ace, so I just swung and said,
Called
"Yeah,
him
if you don't
GG.
have it, you don't have it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that
And
sucks.
then third matchup was Tau Loop.
Mm-hmm.
That one can be a little awkward because of Aegis, because he doesn't let you do on plays. But Medieval kind of circumvents that, so you're not too scared of that matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I experienced that firsthand as well.
yeah, yeah, Medieval Gallant just makes that matchup so much easier. And then fourth was Blue Hybrids, which was kind of scary. But I kept seeing my Lord Nightmons, so I was able to
Mm-hmm.
the redirect the attacks that weren't ancient, and
Mm-hmm.
I kept playing Sistermon Blanc
And he would just bounce it
with
backhand.
Omeka out.
Yeah.
Because I had a Lord Nightmon and Omeka in trash, so I just played my Sistermon Blancs
Oh man,
or
that's
my
so good.
Sistermon Blanc, and then he would bounce the Sistermon Blanc, but I would still have Omeka and
Something
yeah,
else. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, that's always been the weakness of Ancient Guard for sure.
yeah,
But dang, yeah, nice man. Well, GG's. Thanks for taking your time to show your deck. What do you think about like the deck overall in this new format?
oh, I love it. It's my favorite deck to play. It's more aggressive. It's a lot different than how it was before BT20 or BT 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less on the older roller knights, and you're kind of relying on better. I would say better win cons. Because you have OmniX, Crimson, and the token off of Jesmon is actually insanely cracked.
Yeah, I think there were, when we were playing, I feel like there were so many times where you play like two of those in like one turn. It's like double token, double. It's like I can't with that.
Yeah, I played Jesmon turn one or whatever, and then play Ganku, play out another token, so that's four bodies on the board.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, this card's insane. I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I had an alt art, but
It's just release event stamp or something.
no, no,
Oh, not
no,
even. Oh well, at least
no.
it's shiny. It's okay.
Yeah,
Nice. Well,
but
hey,
yeah,
thanks for your time. Appreciate you for showing everybody your deck, and have a good one.
yeah. See
All right.
ya.
Thanks.